Hello, Kumquat Squad. Today, we're covering We're covering who you need on your team when you're going through an apocalypse. All right? And I'll tell you what, Logan and Carmen, my team is stacked. Okay?
Okay.
So, first we got to cover the objective, though, because when you're in the middle of the apocalypse, the team you join is the most vital aspect of survival. We've all seen The Walking Dead. We all know that if you join the wrong team, things go badly for you, all right? So, a dedicated team of hardworking and determined individuals will ensure survival. And survival is our main objective. Wouldn't you all agree?
Yeah.
All right. So, we've covered that basis, but now the qualifications. So what makes a good teammate? There are 5 traits that make a good teammate.
There's 4.
There are 5.
There's
If
4.
you will let me speak, there will be 5. So the first one is uniquely qualified. An individual's unique trait is their most important one. What separates them from everyone else, right? Why will I pick Carmen over Logan? Why will I pick Logan over Tyler? That sort of thing, all right?
You like her.
Number 2 is power. I'm a small human. I'm 5'3". I've been called a twink. Okay? So having someone with raw strength, that's something that I need. Okay? Number 3, team player. This is a group activity. All right? There's no place for lone wolves in my squad. All right? And number 4, dedication. Logan.
Are we allowed to have real people on our team?
Yeah.
Are there real people on your team?
Like it could be anybody. Like anybody.
It could be anybody.
Any
Can I
living
have
Anybody.
you?
Any living being.
Huh?
Can I have you?
I don't know why you would want me.
Babe?
Literally.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. So, dedication. Survival is a game of dedication. The more dedicated to the team, to survival, and to themselves, the better of a candidate they are. So, that's our 4 primary traits. But now we have a 5th trait that we're going to talk about. Trait number 5 is not evil. Okay? I understand there are a lot of powerful characters, there are a lot of powerful people in the real world, but I'm looking for not evil, all right? So someone might be overqualified for this team, but if they're extremely evil, they don't belong. I'll touch on that a little bit. So what is the boundaries of what is and isn't an acceptable amount of evilness? Here we have Eric Killmonger, right? So Eric Killmonger, he toppled the government, right? He toppled Wakanda's government. He killed the king, took his position as king of Wakanda, but the world improved from his actions, right?
You didn't put where he was from.
Well, I just told you where he's from. All right.
She's a visual learner.
And when he achieved his goal, he became aware of his mistakes, and he accepted his death, right? He was like, I'm dying, don't bother bringing me back, because I'm a bad guy. I've done bad things. Yes, Carmen.
Did you note yourself as a good speaker, like educator? Because she's a visual learner, and you're not helping.
Dexter Morgan.
That's unfair.
So Dexter Morgan, he has a code, right? But he bends that code. He bends that code a lot because he has mommy and daddy issues. And he just refuses to accept death as his punishment, right? And as much as I like that Dexter Morgan guy, I'm dressed kind of like him. I've been told I look like him when I shave. I hate to say it. I can take Killmonger. I can't take Dexter Morgan.
Oh.
He's a little too evil for me, all right? So this is just an example.
I wasn't listening.
We're going to get in now to my B team, right? My team is split up into 3 different segments, right? I got my B team, got my A team, and then got my team leader, all right?
Okay.
So B team. This team is trustworthy, dependable, and uniquely talented, but they are not the best.
Those are black boxes.
So my first pick, my first teammate.
But they're not the best.
You guys are going to be really jealous that I've got this guy and you don't. I'm talking about Spike. So you see, Spike, morale is important, okay? Morale is an important thing.
Not the fucking graph.
And with his looks, there's never going to be a sad day during the apocalypse. So his cuteness, that's 110.
Driving.
He's
This
pretty
bitch
good.
don't drive.
Have you not played Mario Party or Mario Kart? He drives a lot. Strength, he's throwing stuff over his head a lot. And he's only kind of evil, all right? He might work for Bowser, but he's only working for Bowser because it's a good job. Yes.
Okay, so you said that you're a twink, and that's why you're building your B team? He's a twink.
All right, so Moving on from
That's
the
why they're not
twink,
the best.
we've got my childhood friend, Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper, he's a great thief, right? He's going to be sneaking into other people's bases. He's going to be stealing their stuff, and they're not going to know about it. He's going to be in and out before they even realize that he was in there, all right?
Fair.
However, though, his aquatics, he can't swim. He is a raccoon, and he can't swim. But he is good at flying. Carmen, you know that. He went to Holland. He beat the Black Baron. It's a good flying stuff that he did there.
What?
I heard voices coming from down the hall.
Don't do that in this old ass house.
All right. Last member of the B team, you're going to think, my God, has this boy lost his mind? I can assure you I have not. We're talking about Santa Claus. So Santa Claus is the perfect judge of character. Hold your questions till after I explain this one. So the perfect judge of character, right? We've all run into Negans in our lives. You're like, I can trust this guy. We've all met the governor. We've all met, arguably, Joel Miller. He's going to tell you whether or not you can trust that person. He's going to tell you whether or not that person is good to be around or whether they're bad to be around. He's omnipotent. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake, and he knows if you're bad or good.
That's wild.
So
That's a
Santa
wild
Claus,
ass
right?
word.
He's really strong. He's really fast. However, he also eats a lot, and this could be a pretty bad thing.
Why is he not a type 1 diabetic?
I'm going to be honest.
Or type 2?
You know, that's a good question. Santa, why aren't you diabetic? You heard it from the man himself.
I now have another question.
Yes.
I had a question.
Carmen first.
Which Santa Claus are we talking about? Because there's a no, I didn't finish my
Are we
question.
talking like
All
Tim
Santas.
Allen?
You got no, what? But then you got the Rise of the Guardians Santa. You got Krampus. In some places, is considered their Santa Claus, and Krampus is by all means a fucking demon.
Well, I did pick a picture of David Harbour, so let's just go with Violent Night Santa. I've not seen the movie, but he seems like he's killing.
I would have chose Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, that's another
But
great choice.
now-
Also, Kurt Russell from the Santa Claus, that's another great pick.
Why did you choose a thirst trap of Santa?
David Harbour?
Yeah, of
As-
a movie you didn't watch.
Well, because it's
How do you know how he is as a Santa?
Well, look at him. He's covered in blood, and he's like sucking on that candy cane like it's a cigar.
Is he a ho 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 Santa or is he a ho 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 Santa?
He's a ho ho ho.
But how do you know if you've never seen the movie?
I can just judge because I'm like Santa. I have a great judge of character. All right.
Hold on. Pause.
So this is my B team. While an amazing asset for me, these are not my most trusted associates.
Pause. I want to apologize to y'all. It's like an earthquake because our cats keep jumping on the table. Sorry.
That's why they're not on my team. Okay.
Oh.
Hold your questions. All right.
Oh, I thought this.
B team. We're moving on from the B team, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the A team, not the show. My A team. These are the best of the best.
What's the difference?
Coming up first,
What's the difference?
we have Pedro adjacent. So what does Pedro adjacent mean? I know you're asking. There are many characters that he plays that would fit my team. And much like Spike, the face of Pedro adjacent character will inspire people to live. If you're waking up and there's zombies chasing you, if there's a nuclear holocaust going on, and you wake up and you see that man, my God, you're gonna want to live. You're
But
gonna
you
want-
just chose like 3, 4, 50 different characters
It's-
for one. That's
it's
not
just-
fair.
Hey, it's
That's not fair.
it's any one of them. If I could only pick one of them, I can't.
So why
because-
didn't you just pick one
Well,
and talk about that one?
we could throw a dart at him. All right, tell me which one I'm picking then.
It's Fantastic Four.
Mr. Fantastic. That guy can take any shape, any size. He can stretch. He can squeeze. He can reach
You were
into
ready
these
for that.
places that you don't want to know where
It
he
sounds
can
like
get
you
into.
want to fuck him.
He is Pedro Pascal, after all. So, everything, 100%. His face, his zattiness, and his evilness, depending on which one we're talking about. So, like, Joel Miller, arguably an evil guy, but I think I can look past that. I think he's good. I think he's a good guy at the end of the day. You know,
What
sure.
the hell is Zaddy?
It's Zesty Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Zaddy. All right. So, next member of my A team, Garmin, you're going to be a big fan of this guy. I know you are. We're talking about Master Chief. Petty Officer John 117, the Master Chief. This guy has experience, kind of, with the apocalypse. He killed the Flood. This guy went to the Halo rings, he activated them, he took out the Flood, and he saved the whole universe from the Flood, Logan. He's great at driving. He's so strong. He's also 7'1". We all like
Okay.
that. Aquatics, though, much like Sly.
I do love me a tall
He's
guy.
not swimming. I'm just going to be honest. He's not going to swim. I just choked.
That's
So
lame.
choked up about it. He's not going to swim, But he also is pretty good at flying. I kind of gave up on these graphs halfway through. But
They're really good.
anyway, so moving on from Master Chief, we got the last member of my A team. Before I make this reveal, does anyone have any predictions on who I'm going to be picking?
What's something completely out of realm? It's either gonna be fucking Bumblebee or it's gonna be fucking Optimus Prime.
Nemesis Prime?
I was gonna call him Optimus.
I'm talking about
Prime.
Bob here.
Who the fuck is Bob?
So Bob is the Sentry and the Void. He is great at overcoming his trauma. He is so strong. He has so much speed. But most importantly, Bob's got a good heart. Don't call him Bobby. His abusive dad called him that. We call him Bob. We respect Bob. We love Bob. I would die for Bob, even if he's not being the Sentry or the Void. The Void, Logan, he can make you disappear just by looking at you. He just... And then he sends you to, like, trauma prison where you're just stuck in a traumatic place where you have to relive your trauma every day.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Okay, let's go.
So he's a 3-for-1 deal. You know, Bob, he's amazing, right? So before I get to the team leader, though, I want to cover my honorable mentions, right? These are those who didn't quite make the cut of my team, all right? I'm talking about a Cybertruck. I'm talking about Ant-Man. I'm talking about Obama. Who knows his last name? I'm talking about King Mickey from Kingdom Hearts. I'm talking about Cloud and his Smash Bro, Steve. I'm talking about Figment. That's my boy, Figgy Boy. I'm talking about Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge knows a lot about aliens. I don't know if he knows a lot about surviving an apocalypse, though. I'm talking about the Lego kid from the Lego Instructions. He looks like he knows a thing or two. He could probably build me something cool. I'm talking about John Walker. He's another Thunderbolt. If I'm only picking one Thunderbolt, I'm going to pick Bob over John. I'm talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And most importantly, my boy, Ratty Boy.
Who the fuck is his?
What?
Who the fuck is this?
Ratty Boy? You don't know who Ratty Boy is?
This is a fucking group, let me tell you what.
This is
One of them's a fucking truck. One of them's a truck.
Oh yeah, it's just as a teammate, I think a Cybertruck would probably be cool to have, but they're not reliable.
Yeah, they ain't.
But anyways, team leader, right?
Can we just talk about Obama?
Yeah, what about him?
I don't know.
What's his last name?
Obama. So he's Obama.
All right, so anyways, last but not least, we got the team leader, right?
Wait, hold on. Oh, damn.
So team leaders have a certain set of skills. They unite people, they're brave, they have experience, they have the power to survive, and they have what I like to call the golden touch, where they can do no wrong.
It's Optimus Prime, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the team leader is Optimus Prime. This man's been taking faces since 2009. He's 100% Prime. He's 100% strong. He's 100% speedy truck. And he has a 100% great spark. This man will lead you to the end of the world and back alive. And he'd rather die before he lets you die. This man should be president. This man... We should bow down and worship him, Carmen.
He let Bumblebee die in Rise of the Beast.
And he
Bumblebee
didn't
died?
rest until Bumblebee was able to be revived.
But Bumblebee still died.
And he was mad about it.
Air Razor died.
And he was mad about it.
If given the chance, would you fuck Optimus?
She would. So anyways, that is my Apocalypse team. I'm talking about Spike, Master Chief, Santa Claus, Mr. Fantastic, Sly Cooper, Bob, the Sentry or the Void, and then obviously my boy Optimus Prime.
Is that
All
really
right?
how big Spike is?
Yeah.
Is it? Who's that?
Who's what?
That's Santa Claus.
Is
That's
that Santa?
That's Santa
Santa.
Claus.
But not the
Why
one that
didn't you put Santa in the sky?
Oh, because I couldn't find a JPEG of Santa in his sleigh.
That's not even the one that he showed.
Honestly, all right, word. But like, is Spike that big? He looks like he's just stepping over canyons.
Well, this is just a background. I didn't change the background image. This was just the default
looks
background.
It looks pretty cool.
I mean, also that's why I was like, it looked really cool.
It looks like they're all like walking in the fucking winter wonderland.
Right? So anyways, this has been my Apocalypse Survival Squad. Carmen and Logan are going to make their own, but it's not going to be anywhere near as successful or as stacked as mine.
Zoom in. Fucking bet.
Anyways, who wants to play us out?
What?
Who wants to play us out?
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know how to end videos.
Oh. Oogly boogly. Oh. I thought we were just gonna be. Alright. And I'm too fat to do that.